You pay one credit card bill a single day late, and a $32 fee lands, the typical late fee at the biggest issuers when their own regulator, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, last measured it. Not a warning. Not interest. A flat charge, triggered the moment the due date rolls over, on top of everything you already owed. If that has happened to you, you are in enormous company. The CFPB counted more than 45 million people charged credit card late fees. That is not a niche of chronically disorganized borrowers, it is more people than live in the entire state of California, hit by the same flat charge, mostly for the same crime, a date slipped past them. Multiply the small fee by the big club and you get the machine's real size. The biggest card issuers charged $17 billion in late fees in 2024, by the CFPB's own accounting, up 17% in just 2 years. For a charge that most people mentally file under, oops, that is the single largest fee category in the entire credit card market. And for the people it hits hardest, this is not a once-a-year accident. In the CFPB's latest credit card market report, cardholders with the lowest credit scores who carry a store card averaged 4.7 late fees in a single year, more than any other group. Because the fee's best customers are repeat customers, the same tight margin households whose due dates collide with rent, and who end up feeding the machine again and again. Notice what the fee does not measure: how late you were. Miss by 1 day or by 29 days, and the flat charge is the same charge. It is not a meter that runs while you're late, it is a tripwire that fires once, at full price, the moment you cross the line. The clock only matters for what comes next. Because the machine has a second gear. Under Regulation Z's safe harbor, the fee levels regulators treat as automatically compliant, a first late payment could be charged $30, but do it again within the next 6 billing cycles and the allowed fee rises to $41. Miss twice in half a year and the machine has already priced you as a repeat offender. Congress saw this machine coming. The Card Act of 2009 wrote one standard into law: credit card penalty fees must be reasonable and proportional to the violation. For more than 15 years, the entire fight over your late fee, every rule, lawsuit, and press release that follows, has been a fight over what those two words are worth in dollars. In 2024, the regulator ran the arithmetic on those words. The CFPB concluded that a fee of $8 would be sufficient, on average, for larger card issuers to cover the collection costs a late payment actually creates. Read that against the $32 being charged, by the regulator's own math, most of your late fee was margin, not cost recovery. So in March 2020 the CFPB finalized a rule: for issuers with 1 million or more open accounts, the giants holding more than 95% of all outstanding credit card balances, the safe harbor late fee would drop to $8, and its automatic inflation adjustments would end. Smaller issuers were exempt. The target was precisely the machine you just met. The stakes had a price tag on both sides. The CFPB estimated the cap would save cardholders more than $10 billion in late fees every year, which is the same thing as saying the industry would lose more than $10 billion a year in revenue. Numbers that size do not change hands quietly, and this one did not. Here is the whole fight in one frame: $32 on the left, $8 on the right. The left bar is the typical fee the largest issuers charged. The right bar is what their regulator calculated the violation actually costs them to handle, on average. The gap between those bars is what 45 million people were paying for. The $8 fee never reached you. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce and Bank Trade Association sued within days in federal court in Texas, and the rule was stayed before its effective date. So the cap that dominated a year of financial headlines appeared on exactly 0 credit card statements. Your fee stayed at full price the entire time. Where does that leave the price of a slipped due date now? Back at the structure the rule tried to replace, Regulation Z's safe harbors of $30 for a first late payment and $41 for a repeat within 6 billing cycles, with the typical big issuer fee the CFPB measured sitting at $32. The machine emerged from the whole saga uncapped and intact. But here's the catch, and it is the strangest beat in this story: the rule was not struck down over the CFPB's objection. On April 15, 2025, the federal court in Texas vacated the $8 cap through a consent judgment, granting a joint motion the CFPB itself filed with the banks that sued it, agreeing its own cap conflicted with the Card Act's reasonable and proportional standard. The cap existed on paper for 13 months, and its author helped erase it. And finally, the part of this machine you control. Every number in this video, the $32, the $17 billion, the 45 million people, comes from crossing a line you can automate away, and autopay set to at least the minimum payment, with enough money in the linked account, keeps your share of this entire industry at $0, whatever any court decides. What is the biggest late fee you have ever been charged? Drop the number.